So here we have our $100 winner for the day, highlight zones. He said, I know it is something that everyone hates, but for parents' happiness, we have to do college. But yeah, I manage time for business stuff also. If I win $100, I'm definitely going to use in business. So I made a video about the education system and my experience and where I'm at within my education and my future endeavors within education. So obviously your parents are probably gonna be more happy if you go to college, but don't make a decision influenced just by people you love. If you know it's not gonna be something that will benefit you or something that you truly want to do, don't go into debt for no reason. A lot of people go into debt, going to college when they have no idea what they want to even do throughout their life. So, I mean, anyways, obviously we have a difference with that, but congrats on winning the $100. It's chosen completely by random. There'll be information in the description on how you can claim your money. So I've given away, I think this is gonna be $800, and there's a couple more chances for you to get in. So go to the link in the description. You're gonna be able to see how you can enter to win this $100. And yeah, hopefully you use this money the right way, invest it into your business, so you can get a positive return out of that investment instead of spending it on clothes or something that is not gonna make you money. But now, let's actually get into this video. Hope you're all having an amazing and productive day, first off. But my objective with this video is for you to understand, at the end, how much you actually need to start dropshipping today in 2019. Because I think one of the biggest misconceptions right now within dropshipping is that people think it's just super easy and it costs barely anything to get started to become profitable. And for some people, that may be the case. But overall in dropshipping, what I see is most people that have the shiny object syndrome, where they're bouncing from idea to venture, different business, Amazon FBA, dropshipping, affiliate marketing, what should I do? People are trying all these different things, seeing what they can take the biggest shortcut in order to start making money. But in reality, when you're shortcutting yourself and going from venture to venture and different ideas, you're really gonna just keep doing that throughout your career. If you focus on one thing and zone in on it, become profitable, just keep on growing, and then bounce into the next thing. Find something that you want to get involved with, how to make it profitable, all the bells and whistles, understand everything, teach someone else how to do it, and then have someone manage it, automate it, and then you go to the next thing. Keep reinvesting your profits, and that's the way you're gonna be able to continually grow. Obviously dropshipping sounds amazing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start a business with no inventory. I'm just gonna be able to sell stuff online, whatever I want, test products with Facebook ads, take other people's videos for ads. But in reality, it's like, that is not the case. I mean, the concept is pretty simple, and it used to be a lot easier to make money with it and become more profitable with Facebook ads, but as more people got exposed to Facebook ads and things going on, whether it's a social media marketing agency or you're drop shipping or you have your own e-commerce brand in-house, Facebook ads is a great tool to utilize, a great resource. And before, only maybe even 2 years ago, there was a lot less people using it, and there was just more space on the platform, so it was a lot cheaper to reach more people and the right people, which is the most important part of the marketing. But what are the actual costs to get dropshipping today in 2019? So there's a lot of different variables, but I'm gonna try and break it down and keep it as simple as possible for you. So the first thing is just gonna be your hosting, whether you're using WooCommerce, Shopify, whatever you want. But for me personally, I've always just used Shopify because it keeps everything sort of integrated very easily. They have great support, and yeah, I've had my differences with them. I've had issues with them in the past, but overall, one of the best companies to work with as far as you starting your own dropshipping store. And that's one of the smallest costs you're gonna have to pay. Now, you have a 14-day trial to go ahead and get started. A lot of people forget to buy a domain, or they just buy something completely random. What you wanna do is find something that is easy to remember, something that may be a little bit catchy, or something easy to spell, and .coms preferably. When you're doing like a .net or .org, people may remember the name, but not .org, and then they're having trouble finding you again. So find a domain, buy it. It's like $10 or more, $10 to $20 probably for a basic one that's not like a fancy or exclusive domain. So you're already up to about $50 in cost right there, just with your domain and Shopify for a month, even though you have a 14-day trial from the start. And the next thing really isn't necessary, not one of the crucial components of things you need to pay for, but Shopify apps. There's a lot of different plugins that you can use and things that can help you make more and more sales. But I think the biggest thing I see with people getting into dropshipping from the beginning is they pay attention to all these details that don't necessarily matter from the start. I think your main focus should be creating a store and becoming profitable, running ads, learning new skill sets instead of focusing on all the tiny little things, which I think a lot of people overthink, and that's what leads them to eventually their downfall within e-commerce. They try it and they fail within a couple of weeks just because they overthink things, focus on what's not really important. The most important things are gonna be obviously the way your product pages are set up, the actual product, and the marketing, and getting people, the right people in front of your product, and then getting them to buy it. That's obviously the biggest issue people have. but people are overthinking. They're spending, weeks, months just building the website from the beginning, when in reality you could set it up and literally, I could probably set one up in 2 hours, 3 hours to make something really, really nice, and then go ahead and get started with the marketing right now and see some results. That's the best way to really see what's going to happen, whether you're going to like it or not, or whether it's going to be profitable, is just get started and actually take action on something. So I think there's not really a ton of costs. A lot of people talk about different costs with hosting and emails and G Suite, all these different things, which obviously I can go through and add up all the different apps and things, and you're going to be left with X amount, which is going to be a couple $100s after these small amounts. But I think one of the biggest things you're going to need to understand is going to be the marketing factor of it, as well as your time. A lot of people think they can just go and find someone else's product, steal that person's video ad, start running basic ads with it, and make $1 million. But in reality, that's not the case. You're gonna have to go through a lot of trial and error, finding and testing different products, trying different marketing strategies. Maybe you hear something from me, maybe you hear something from my good friend Noah Brewer. Maybe one of my strategies works for you, or maybe it doesn't, maybe one of his does. Like, it differentiates so much on not only just what you're doing yourself, but just Facebook in general, the pixel, the ad accounts, and I don't know, maybe you're using Instagram influencers, but there's a lot of different strategies behind it. But I think the biggest, most important cost that comes to start dropshipping is the actual marketing cost itself. People DM me all the time, hey, can I start with $50? And it's like, yes, but no, I would not recommend you do that. If you want to start dropshipping and actually take it seriously and get to the next level, I would definitely recommend at least $500 or more in ad spend just for additional business expenses. Obviously the things that are cheaper, like the domains and Shopify, those are things that are crucial and important, but the marketing is where most of the money is going to be placed. And I think people don't understand that. Usually you're gonna have to lose money at first just to be able to learn some things. Obviously some people will see results faster than others, but in reality, you're gonna lose money at first because you're gonna learn, you're gonna fall on your face, which I think is great to learn from yourself and your own failures. But the best way to learn is not to only learn from just your failures, but also other people's failures. That's why I put together my course, Next Generation E-commerce, which is 50% off until June 1st. So you have like one more day to go ahead and get access to that for 50% off. Link in the description. But by learning from other people's failures, myself and multiple other 6- and 7-figure earners within the e-commerce space, we've made a lot of mistakes. We've spent combined millions of dollars within ad spend on Facebook and Instagram influencers combined. And you look at, all right, we've made money, but at the same time, we've lost money. I myself am not perfect. I lose money testing products all the time. It's normal, it's part of the process, and a lot of people overlook the process. You want to minimize your risk as much as possible and get out of the way of losing money. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, Tanner, I don't have $500 to spend on ads or to spend on other business expenses. It's like, $500 sounds like a lot in hindsight, but in reality, for you to be able to have the ability to start your own business and attempt the reality of attaining financial freedom from $500, it seems crazy how people will just look by and be like, oh, it's not even worth it, I'm not even gonna try it. Because in reality, $500 is not that much money. $500, what could I do to make $500? All right, I could work at a minimum wage job, and I'm gonna work a lot of hours, but eventually I'll have that $500, or I'm gonna go mow lawns. I get 20 bucks a piece per lawn I mow, and you do the math, and then you're gonna be left with $500. Obviously, these things take time. Obviously, you don't wanna mow lawns in the heat. Obviously, you may not wanna work a 9 to 5, working minimum wage, but it comes down to how bad you actually want to succeed in whatever you were trying to do, whether it's drop shipping or something else. In order to start a business, you're gonna have capital. There's no such thing as a free, successful business. Some people win the lottery, and that is what it is. So for the amount of money that I would recommend for you to go ahead and get started with dropshipping today in 2019 is at least $500 or more. I wouldn't do it with $100 because you can lose that $100 very quick if you aren't paying attention to what you are doing. Now, some people spend $100 and they've been able to profit off of that, but in reality, the more the better. Just don't be scared to take risks, make calculated risks. Don't be stupid with the decisions you're making. Know why you're doing what you're doing and if it makes sense or not. And when you figure that out, you see results, and then you backtrack and figure out what you did wrong or what you did right and how to repeat that process or how to minimize your risk. So that's all I have to say. I don't want to go through all the little details for you guys because you've probably seen them all over the place before. I don't want to break it down and get you guys all confused. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it made sense and was easy to follow. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.